Hey, good morning, everyone. It is 7 a.m. Hey there. Good morning, my friends. God bless you all. Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning out there. Had a great Monday night and kind of starting the week. I think these days has been really weird, right? The last year, because Mondays have sort of been Mondays, but not really Mondays. And it's been sort of an interesting transition to just kind of waking up and doing things, right? But I hope you all had a great Monday, and it is Tuesday, January 19th, 2021. And we are in the midst of uh, plenty of things happening in the world. And during those times, one of the important things that I've actually been able to maintain is my sanity. Sort of. I was never really fully sane to begin with, but I did have a purpose, and I still have a purpose. And to get there, sometimes you need tools, you need a good environment, you need people around you that are supportive, you need to have love in your heart to give to others, you need to want to help others. All these things should be available in that package. And one of the tools that I use is this book here that I started reading from yesterday. I read a section called Happiness, which was really great. If you want to check that episode out from yesterday, all the episodes have dates on them, so you can check them out. And if you open them up, you'll see the actual content of what's inside the episode. The book is called The Way to Happiness by L. Ron Hubbard, written in 81. It says copy written there on 81. And this book has 21 precepts that basically are very simple. It's a very simple, practical way of living, of applying things to your life. It's not a complicated book. It's not anything that you need to go into some massive training, or sometimes people have these books with all these webinars attached to them, and all these drills and all these, which is great. It's a great, if you find something that works for you, that's fantastic. But this is really just a simple, um, basic philosophy of life that can help you, um, get to the goals that you're interested in, right? And I'm gonna read a couple of them. I'm not gonna read the whole. It's not really a long chapter to begin with, actually. Some of these are really long. Number one, on this. Yesterday, I read a section called "Happiness," which is not one of the precepts. It's just kind of the one of the sections of the book in the beginning of the book. But we're going to get into the precepts now. And number one is take care of yourself. Now, take care of yourself. Well, that sounds pretty basic. I mean, okay, but what does that entail? Well, there's five different sections here of take care of yourself, and number one is get care when you are ill. So, especially, now it's pretty scary, right? 'Cause people are getting a sore throat or getting some kind of, and suddenly they have coronavirus, right? Because our minds are very powerful as well. So, but if you are feeling ill, get care. Take care of yourself. That's a really important one, right? Um, and I'm just going to read this first section. So it's the way they do it here. It says take care of yourself, and then it goes to 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, and there's just five of them on this particular chapter. So number one is get care when you are ill. When they are ill, even with communicable diseases, people offer. I'll give you that again. People often do not isolate themselves or seek proper treatment. This, as you can easily see, tends to put you at risk. Insist when someone is ill that he or she takes the proper precautions and gets proper care. So that's a very important thing. When you are not feeling well, you should take care of yourself and isolate yourself. And people that are sick should be quarantined, right? Not people that are healthy, right? Um, and that's something that you need to take responsibility for yourself and realize that if you're not feeling well, you're putting others at risk. So you should isolate yourself and get the proper care that's needed, right? Excuse my reading because in the mornings I'm still sort of waking up and I'm a little tongue tied, so I'm just kind of getting myself going. So the tongue's not working too well. Mary Lawson, good morning, Mary says, and good morning to you, Mary. Thank you for joining us this glorious morning. And we're talking about the precepts. I think you've heard a couple of these actually from my other shows. I was talking about this on another live stream that I do, and so number two on this section is keep your body clean. Now this sounds pretty obvious, right? But it's a thing. So people who do not bathe or wash their hands regularly can carry germs. They put you at risk. You are well within your rights to insist that people bathe regularly and wash their hands. It is inevitable that one gets dirty working or exercising. Get them to clean up afterwards. It's number 1-2. And this is 1-3, which is preserve your teeth. If one brushed one's teeth after every meal, it has been said that one would not suffer tooth decay. This, or chewing gum after each meal, goes far towards defending others from oral diseases and bad breath. Suggest to others that they preserve their teeth. 1-4. Eat properly. This is actually one that I spoke about last week about taking care of your body, and being healthy, right? Right. We talked about health and eating the right foods, eating vegetables, fruits and vegetables, and drinking lots of water. And don't eat fast foods because it's just poison, pizza, all that stuff. I have it. I'm not saying I don't have it, but I don't have it every single day. Yes, Mary. Um, yeah, so this is called Eat Properly. This is 1-4 that we're up to here. All right. People who do not eat properly are not much help to you or themselves. They tend to have a low energy level. They are sometimes ill tempered. They become ill more easily. It doesn't require strange diets to eat properly, but it does require that one eats nourishing food regularly. So that's number 1-4. And the last one is 1-5. It says, get rest. So, do you know a lot of people don't rest, don't sleep? And um, I know that I need between 6 and 7 hours to function, just to be fine, right? And I always get that, and there are nights, obviously, we have kids, and sometimes my son gets up in the middle of the night, and we have those challenges. But for the most part, I do get what I need. I'm still sometimes tired during the day, so I might get a little bit more rest. I might take a half hours, nap, or I'll do a what they call a power nap, right, which is about 20 to 30 minutes during the day. And I'm good about it. I do actually lay down, I rest, and I get up again. I don't go to sleep for like 5 hours again in the middle of the day because that's a little bit too much. But um, get rest. So it says here, 1-5, get rest. Although many times in life one has to work beyond normal sleep periods, a person's general failure to get proper rest can make him or her a burden to others. Tired people are not alert. They can make mistakes, they can have accidents. Just when you need them, they can dump the whole workload on one. They put others at risk. Insist that people who do not get proper rest do so. All right, that's the last one, and that's called Get Rest. Um, tomorrow's, well, we'll talk about this one first, and then I'll talk about tomorrow's. But um, yeah, 3 to 4 hours a night. Wow, that's little and cranky. Yeah, yeah. So Mary Lawson says, like me, I live on 3 to 4 hours a night. Um, I think that's too little. I think that's too little, and I think there might be reasons that that's keeping you up. It may be maybe foods. You know, if you eat late at night, that's usually a bad thing. If you don't drink enough water, that's bad. If you don't, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. I'm giving you just some entertainment here for you to accept it, and some life experiences that I've had. And for me, drinking lots of water, eating properly, obviously during the day. Because remember, food is only, and this is what I spoke about last week, right? Food is only energy, right? That's the only reason food exists. I don't eat past 7 p.m. Mary says that's good. Yeah, that's really good. Um, I eat past that time, but I'm also up late, so I'm usually up between 12 uh, between 12 and 12:30. I'm kind of wrapping up, maybe doing some last minute tying up my day of what I did, going through my social media, maybe posting some stuff right before I get to bed. Then I put that away around 12, and then I'm up at 6:30. So that gives me 6.5 hours. Sometimes it's a little bit early, 11:30, depending on what's how the day is gone. Um, but food is really only meant to give a person energy. It's the only reason we have to eat. Right now, enjoyment of food is great too, right? Proper seasoning and really exotic foods, and who doesn't like pizza, who doesn't like a burger, right? We like it because of the taste, right? But it's the energy that it give. The purpose of it is just for the energy. It has nothing to do with the taste, although we enjoy the taste, right? But if you're not getting proper energy from the food, then the whole purpose, it just there's no purpose to it. Then you think about these big holiday meals that we go to, right? Thanksgiving, for instance, right? Everyone eats, they stuff their faces, right? And what happens afterwards, right? Everyone is pretty much passed out, laying down. They're done, right? They're because they've put so many different things that the body is just trying to digest it. The body has to work twice as fast, right? And it puts a burden on the body. So we end up we eat a big meal and then we're tired, and then you lay down and you're watching TV. And when that happens, you can just the body is just expanding, and if you're not eating nourishing foods to begin with, then the body is it's thinking, because the body is an amazing machine, right? It protects itself. So if you don't put good healthy food into your body, it's going to start thinking that it's dying, that it needs nourishment. So it's starving to death from being from malnutrition. So it starts holding on to the fat. So it starts holding it. So you can't release it, because the body thinks it's starving to death. Good morning, Marjorie. How are you? I just went over the precepts. Number one, which is take care of yourself, from the way to happiness. Um, and we were on to the last one about eat proper foods, which we were talking about how it's energy, and you need to have the only thing that expands on me is my butt. Yeah, so those kinds of things are, can be avoided, obviously. Not eat too late, and eat foods that are going to give you energy. Eat vegetables, drink a lot of water. I think water is really just, people do not drink enough water. They drink soda and juices, and that just has way too much sugar. Soda in general, even diet soda, diet Coke, not to mention a particular brand, but any kind of diet soda, diet Coke, Pepsi, anything, is really not good. You can have it once in a while, but it's really just not to have it every single day. You're putting toxins in your body that are really damaging. And it's you can do your own research on that. You don't have to take my word for it. Like I said, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a doctor. I'm just an experienced man that has eaten a lot of stuff, um, and Mary says, "Oh, she's only kidding. She works out. She works out now. Good for you, Mary. It's important, to keep the body moving, get the blood flowing, drink lots of water, eat fruits and vegetables, and you can have those meals too. Like I said, I have pizza with, I take my kids. I took my kids the other last week. I got a thing stuck in my eye. Last week I took my kids for pizza. We ordered food the other day, and I got a big burger. But in between those fun meals, right? Um, we have good food. We eat vegetables. We have, we cook. We make stuff at home. We don't eat a lot of sweets. We enjoy sweets and we have them in the house, but we don't indulge them. As a matter of fact, my kids don't even really like. I think that's just came from the fact that Pamela and I don't really eat a lot of sugar. But the kids are amazing, right? They're going to emulate what you do. They're gonna act like you act. They're gonna draw things from you. They're gonna learn things from you. They're gonna learn the good and they're gonna learn the bad. And my kids don't like sugar, to be honest with you. Like, we give them stuff and they're like, it's too sweet. It's too sweet. And we're like, wow, that's good. They're gonna have that with them. Um, I work out. It's your finger. It's your finger. I missed that. I don't know what that means. It says, hey, you. I don't know what that means. This thing. um, so, so yeah. Oh, my fingers. My eye? You mean? Yeah. Salt and lots of sugar. Yeah, salt and all those things are really can be very, very damaging, if you have it too often, right? It has to be moderation. No one can tell someone how to eat, how to behave, how to communicate, what to say. That comes on the own person, right? It's their own self-determinism. So the person has to want to do it, right? Nobody can force anybody to behave a certain way, right? Because we live in a free country and we generally have free will to do the things we want to do. This is more of like, how do you want to survive on a daily basis? Do you want to have enough energy to do the things that you're trying to achieve? Or do you want to just eat, lay down, watch TV? And that's fine too. People live their lives that way, and they live their lives that way, and spiritually, I believe that the spirit really is more powerful than the body anyway. And there have been known people that eat a lot of crap and do whatever they want to do, and they live to be long, and they're happy because they're doing exactly what they want to do. And that's just that's just a spirituality thing. If you have that type of strong inner spirit, that's something that you can do. But there are others that are not, and they get sick. They get sick. Then there's a lot of illnesses that we have in the world that are way more pandemic than any situation that we've ever had in the history. We're talking millions of people dying every year of so many different diseases: heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer. All these things are really, really dangerous to individuals that don't take proper care of themselves. And that's the one that we're talking about here. So I was going to mention also about, we're a social, although last year we didn't have a lot of socializing, but we are a social species, right? We love to gather and eat, right? That's why Christmas, Thanksgiving, and birthdays and barbecues, right? It's just gathering as people, and it's wonderful. But like, for instance, like when you go to a barbecue, like when do you normally sit down in your own house and have a burger, a hot dog, a piece of chicken, grilled vegetables, corn dog, all in the same sitting, on one plate with mashed potatoes? That's not, you do not do that. Like when I go to these barbecues, people, they get mad at me because I'll be like, no, I want one burger and I want a water. That's what I want. That's what I eat on a normal life sit down meal. I would have a burger and I would have a drink, water mainly because I don't drink soda, and that's it. But so I'm not really the kind of guest that you want to invite to your barbecue, but I am funny and I will bring the jokes. So let me see. Somebody says here, I've managed to maintain self discipline on what I eat. I feel a lot better since I have. Good for you. Good. That's very good. I got two cakes for my birthday. I gave them away. Yeah, we indulge. We indulge, especially on those holidays. And there's so many of them that come up. Everybody else's birthday, plus your own birthday, plus Fourth of July, plus Christmas and Thanksgiving and all the other in between holidays that I can't think of, where we gather and we eat. Right. So it's just really self discipline. You got to get the body moving, and all these things are part of taking care of yourself, right? And I'm going to read them, not the whole thing. I'm just going to read each one of them again from The Way to Happiness. So number one is, this is actually from number one for the precept to take care of yourself. 1-1 is get care when you are ill, right? Get yourself, go to a doctor, go take whatever kind of help that you need when you're not feeling well. Keep your body clean, right? Wash your butt. Um, Number three, 1-3, preserve your teeth. Brush your teeth after every meal. After every meal. 1-4, eat properly. And number 1-5 is get rest. Yeah, get rest. Rest your body. Your body, you deserve to be rested so you can have a productive day and your mind can be alert. It's important. So tomorrow we're going to talk about be temperate, right? Now the word temperate means, I'm going to give you the definition of that. This is for tomorrow. Not going to extremes, not overdoing things, controlling one's cravings. So tomorrow we're going to talk about be temperate. And there's only two things there. It's 2-1 and 2-2. And we'll be talking about that tomorrow. That's a good one because I do have some of those things on my own. I do become a little bit uh, um, controlling of things, and I guess it falls into a lot of different things, self discipline and those kinds of things. Very important as well. So, okay, folks, I hope that provided some value for you, and that you can use this information and acquire the life that you're seeking, and get the things out of life that you want. I think we all deserve to be successful in life. We all deserve to be happy, right? Happiness is not meant for only one particular type of person. It's meant for anybody who really goes out and reaches it, and um, and finds it, right? And really knows what happiness is for them. What's their happiness, right? Everyone's happiness or idea of happiness is different. And if you sit down and you really put down to paper, and I talk about this a lot, writing down your thoughts on paper. I always have my book right here. Whatever, boom, 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 write it down. These are my goals for the week or the year. It doesn't matter. Put them down into the physical universe where your mind has actually conceived them. Your hand has grabbed the pen and you wrote them down, and now you can see it, what you wrote, instead of it being floating in your head and in and out of your thoughts. So that's something that you really should do, I'm positive that it will be helpful to you. You deserve happiness. Very helpful. Such a wise man. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that very much. I'm wise because of the stuff I consume, the books that I read, and the stuff that I study, and the the challenges that I've managed to overcome, the experiences. That's what makes a person wise, right? It's the responsibility that I've taken to better myself. And that's what makes a person wise. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right, folks. Thank you very much. Again, God bless you all. I will see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. And take care of yourselves. Make it a wonderful day. Do the things you love at all costs. Enjoy that morning cup of coffee. Look up into the sky and realize how blessed we are to have an opportunity to be happy and to help others as well. Thank you all. God bless you. And as always,